maybe, I bet throughout the entire weekend, depending on some teams that come through. We know what some teams are capable of. They always have some tricks up their sleeves somehow, some way.
Right.
So, but you're just going to see just your basic stuff with the overdrive, reactive armor, rewind, and the active camo as well. With something to bring up with the whole active camo, it's not, when you don't have the drone in hand, active camo is very, very powerful. When it's in hand, that thing is going to drain fast. It basically just drains the equivalent of what the Black Ops 3 active camo like normally would. So that's just something to keep in mind too. So, but with overdrive and how fast you move and how hard it is to hit a player if they're constantly ducking and weaving, you definitely want to have the drone in either of those players' hands. And the player with rewind, believe when they have the drone in their hand, if they use the rewind, the drone actually drops on the ground as well. So it's not going to go back with you. So you just kind of give up the positioning and just takes you back somewhere else.
Right. I think that's a good point to bring up. I think definitely your active camo players, your overdrive players are essentially going to be your power players for this game. You're the guys you want to have the drone in their hands. You want them to constantly be earning score. You want to get those rigs as fast as they possibly can. So obviously it's going to be Felony as well as Aqua from the side of Rise Nation. It's also going to be, it looks like, Mox and Killa from the side of Team Revenge. So definitely players to be looking out for as far as the drone carriers, and obviously their opposite teammates are going to be the ones kind of just try and slay out. So Frost Uplink going to be obviously game number 3. Gotta get your opinions. Do you think Rise Nation closes that in a 3-0, or do you think TR can maybe bring it back?
I think 100% Rise Nation closes this one out.
I agree. Yeah.
I think it's just at the point. I mean, I would love to see, like, go out there and just look at, like, the players and how they feel. I mean, body language is obviously a big thing. Just looking at the side of Rise, I mean, are they just laid back? Are they not stressing this game too much? Are they that confident? Is Revenge sitting there just trying to get everything together? Are they communication issues maybe going on now? Players butting heads and stuff along those lines. But I think Rise should close us out. I think we kind of expect them to close this one out too. But Revenge, if they live up to the organization's name, they're going to be capable of doing some amazing things.
Absolutely. And I think when it comes down to Frost as well, they're going to get into the map elements. Technically, this is just more of my opinion and what pros have kind of said and kind of uttered out. It's instead of construction, which is actually going to be on the side of Rise Nation. They actually have the more preferred side when it comes down to Frost. It seems that more one-point tosses can happen on the side that Team Revenge is on for right now. But if we know anything about one-point tosses, the recent uplink, patch that made the portals a little bit smaller, it seems that 2-point dunks can be more preferred. So when it comes down to it, I think the side of Rise Nation definitely needs to have a little bit of a lead. But if TR can hold them off, this could be a good situation to put them in for the first 5 minutes.
Yeah, it definitely can. So just trying to fight for middle map control right now. Kills are going to be traded. We're on board with Miracle's cluster grenade going down in this mid-cut area. Going to be able to spot one. The grenade is going to be able to clean him up. Does have control of this area, just trying to slay out a little bit before they try to make this push happen. Now, this is what you're going to see Miracles do. He's going to be this guy who's going to be up in the players' faces with the OSA, just trying to pick off these kills to make sure that nobody can get to this drone. But you see right now, 3 players from Revenge going to be kind of scattered. 1 in blue, 1 in Space Dock, and then there's going to be 1 on the Black Plat as well. Nobody has even touched this drone yet in the first minute. And as I said, Miracle's going to be tossing it into ice.
Pass.
And Killa going to be able to get the pickup and the follow drone camera. I love that feature so much. Going to be able to get the 1-point toss. So within the first minute, we're going to see Revenge get the points on the board.
That was a perfect pass there from Miracles. Tosses it over to Killa, going through Ice Tunnel. And they're able to get that 1-point toss happen. So TR making some good things happen off the break. Of course, only a 1-point lead, but it seems that 3 go down off the start. Aqua, the only player alive, and Miracles going through middle is going to toss that drone down just to get a little more map control as TR tries to rival forward. Mox now, drone in his hands, is Slang trying to go down here from Killa. Miracles, but both the duo drop, but Mox able to get the nice ball swipe and throws it in for another play to get them up 2-0 now.
Yeah, and like we said, attacking from the side that Revenge is currently on is just the more favorable side, and you're seeing why. It's so much easier to just control the entire map and dictate where the enemy team is going to spawn as well. But you can thank the Slayers so far, doing an excellent job of making sure that these Rise Nation players aren't getting anywhere near this drone. We're currently on board with Vicento actually off to a very, very slow start. Currently 1 and 5. Let's see if he's going to be able to pick this up here. He's going to be able to find one. One more going to be pushing through the Ice Tunnel. He's not going to challenge that. The Mox has the drone right in front of him. That's just one of the big things. You don't want to pick it up and just try to make any advancements with it. Just let it reset if you have to. Just kind of slay out and just try to make something happen. That's going to be 3 down for Rise right now. Is Mox going to be able to stay alive? No, he is not, and that could be a big kill right there from Aqua. Now let's see if Rise is going to be able to try to make anything happen.
Yeah, finally getting a few players down from Revenge. Rise Nation looking to finally get out of their bases. It's been basically an entire push-up for the most part as the drone gets moved forward slowly from Miracles. Of course, his life is going to be resulted in a trade, but Mox finding one just to the side of that first hard point when it comes down to it, but not a whole lot happening as far as really, I guess you could say mostly a drone control. Just kills kind of going down, trades happening as the drone does reset after a little bit of a delay. So with that in mind, Rise Nation doing a decent job, but they're just getting pushed back so much. They're not really having opportunities, but just as I say that, Felony able to throw that drone forward a little bit as they potentially try to get some control through robots.
And this is probably one of the hardest sides to attack from. I mean, you look down that hallway, you see the nasty power position over there where it's going to be really hard to get that player taken out, so you just kind of have to flood. But Facento going to be in control of the drone. They're going to decide to go through this middle alley area. Let's see if he's going to be able to get the 1-point toss in, and he is. But now all 4 players down from Rise, but that's okay. The drone is still resetting, but look for Revenge to try to get set up here on this spaceship. Maybe get somebody up there on the submarine to try to lay down some shots of anybody pushing through lab. The player I want to focus on right now is Looney. Let's see what he's going to be able to do. Being sneaky, going to be able to take out another 2 players down for Revenge, and immediately Looney is going to get aggressive. Let's see if they're going to be able to pick up these kills in loading. Going to throw the drone down, trying to pick up one more. He's not going to be able to get it. Weeds is going to come out on top of that engagement.
That was a huge play there from Weeks. He's able to shut them down. Of course, his life has resulted in the fact, but still, really big play from him. Good defensive plays actually coming in from the side of TR. We talked about their slang, how they weren't really the best slang roster, but they've done a pretty good job here after the first 4 minutes of this first side of some Frost uplink. But of course, Facento now, they've been seeming trying to get a push forward. Looney and Fellow able to respond with 2. It looks like it's going to be 3 down for the side of Revenge. A potential 1-point toss that could go through for the side of Facento, but it looks like Felony's going to guide the way, babysitting the drone carriers. That 2-point dunk will come in. With just under a minute remaining here on this first side, it seems that it will be Rise Nation with just a 1-point advantage.
And if you're Aqua right now, I say push out. You try to get there, get as much intel as possible. I mean, that's one of the biggest things at uplink is just getting control of the enemy's base, just trying to trap them in that one area. But now we're going to see the drone being ran by Mox. They're going to go ahead and hit this blue side, go down to the lower wall, and he should be able to get a 1-point toss up here unless somebody comes in for the block, and they're not going to be able to block that. Mox going to be able to get another point on the board for Team Revenge.
You definitely see the slang capabilities, for either side right now. I mean, you can look at the Revenge. All of them playing very, very consistent. But side of Rise Nation, 4-12 for Facento. Of course, kind of being the main drone carrier, so you can't give them too much, obviously, I guess hate in some ways, but you see Looney 18-12, 14-12 for the side of for Felony as well. So definitely a little bit of stat changes for either side. It seems more consistency coming in from the side of TR, but Wheats, with a few seconds left, might have an opportunity to go for the 1-point toss. Gets the nice slide over to the stairs. It looks like at the half it will be Revenge with a lead here. It is a slim one, about 1 point.
And the thing you take away from this, like we said, Revenge on the good side to start off this one, but we saw the defensive stops that they were capable of when Rise was actually attacking too, so that's something you can kind of take away from this. But you don't want to sit on just your defensive stance. You want to try to get aggressive, you want to try to control the game as well. I mean, like you said, they had a lead going into this one, but you still have a lot of game time left to make something happen with the slaying capabilities of Rise. They might be able to do some pretty nasty things to this side of Revenge. Let's see how this one starts. You definitely want to get a little bit more of a slaying side out for Facento. I mean, 4-14, but like you said, he has the 3 points for the side of Rise as well, so it sort of makes up for just kind of being that dedicated player. But I mean, when you're the player with the OSA, you need to be up in people's face. That's a very, very crucial weapon to have, kind of leading the way for your squad.
It absolutely is. And of course, as we start this second half, Rise Nation quickly to try be aggressive, realizing they are technically in some ways is on the more preferred side. It really just depends. Whatever teams are kind of deciding what is the more preferred side. Of course, the game is fresh, it's new. Teams still developing strategies and whatnot, but it seems that Felony and instead of Rise Nation getting all up close and personal as they toss that one forward for a few yards. Just trying to get control over on stairs to go down for either side. And now Facento could be the last one up if he can try to get these 2 kills. Unfortunately, he does not. So a good hold there for side of TR off the break is now Killa is going to be on the offensive.
I mean, that's what it's about, right? Like we said, defensive stops, then just kind of build from your base and just start to make something happen. Killa going to be in control of the drone. Miracles picking up a very, very nice 2-piece to get this one, and another point comes in from the side of Revenge. Now going to be still a 1-possession game, but it's going to take a dunk for Rise to tie this one up.
You can also see the side from the side of Revenge as well. They've got 2 rigs that could potentially be used for scoring opportunities. So it looks like Mox going to have the overdrive, and it looks like Miracles will be able to see what his rig is here in just a few moments. But you've got some rigs to maybe work with. If you start to pile on the points a little bit, you can definitely demoralize the side of Rise Nation. Looks like Rewind's going to be earned from Miracles, so potentially a slang one that he could use to try to get a drone score in the end. So still, Revenge looking very good. Of course, after that first half, they are going to be earning their rigs a little bit quicker. But with 3 down, it seems that Rise Nation trying to get a little bit of control as that drone does come down. Miracles currently lingering through mid-map and toward side. So it seems that not anything going down at the moment, but if Revenge can get that drone in their hands, they could definitely make some scoring opportunities happen.
Yeah, they definitely can. Facento going to be in mid-map right now. They're going to be able to get 2 players down from the side of Revenge. Now, The player to watch was going to be Aqua, but there's a big kill coming in there from Killa, and that's going to kind of halt the Rise Nation setup that they had going in to try to attack this base. Drone currently is going to be positioned in blue. It's going to be Looney trying to slay out, but 3 players down for Rise. Revenge going to try to get onto the counterattack here. Going to be led by Mox, and we brought up the overdrive. This can be used in a very special way and can get them 2 points if used right. Looks like he's just going to take his sweet time and just try to get some time off the clock.
Hey man, do what you got to do to get a score. And Mox is obviously spinning around as it seems he's just trying to stay alive. Unfortunately, he does drop, and Felony's like, all right, man, time for you to die. But, you know, obviously in the end, it's a good strategy. You can try to bait, try to halt, like you said, the opposite side. But it seems that Aqua now, with the Journey in his hands, is all about business now for the side of Rise Nation. Down 1 possession, 2 points. He wants the 2-point play. Can he get it? Rises over the other side. Of course, still not even using a rig in that play. So tie game, Riggs coming out. Mox actually rocks the overdrive here already. And it seems that Drone is going to get away for the time. But still, a tie game, 2-minute warning kind of coming in here. It could be potentially a little bit of overtime, maybe, Dirk.
Yeah, I definitely could see that happening. The whole play right there with Mox just kind of wall running, just trying to waste some time. I mean, maybe that could have been the downfall. His entire team got taken out, then he ended up was basically just a sitting duck. It's so hard to get up out of there unless you have the propulsion on. So then he got taken out, just completely gave up all the map control to Rise, and that's what led them to get those 2 points. With 1 minute and 40 seconds left to try to make something happen. Felony gonna have that active camo ready. Killa is nearing his as well. Aqua gonna have the overdrive. So the 2 biggest specialists that you can use to score an uplink are now in favor of Rise, and you're gonna see it right here. Aqua gonna go ahead and put the overdrive on. Gonna be able to get the dunk in. 1 minute and 20 seconds left for Revenge to try to answer back. You just gotta hope and pray Killa is gonna be able to make something happen. He's gonna opt to pull out the Vulcan this one. Gonna be able to pick up 1 kill. 1 kill away now from getting the active camo, and that could be the saving grace for this Revenge side.
Killa is the power player, but they've got to keep in mind their defensive side is wide open. Balloony ends up dropping through ice. Tunnel of Miracles is gonna make the big play. Killa as well responding, so that's gonna be a massive one for the side of TR. Miracles throwing that drone forward, needs to win this gunfight. He's able to make it happen, but he gets shut down through Dark. So with 1 player up, that is going to be Wheats right now. He has got to make a play happen, and easily Rise Nation, if they wanted to, they could try to make a play with the rigs, or they could do the exact same thing that we saw Mox do earlier.
They don't even have to, at this point, try to score. I mean, there's 40 seconds. They could have just taken the drone back to their base and forced Revenge, and then bad enough, you just throw it out of the map and get that instant reset.
Felony. There it is. The rigs being used perfectly for the side of Rise Nation, and we've got to talk about Mox not having that overdrive. If they can get some kills to happen, there were some times where Miracles was in mid-map, not having anything to do. He was waiting for rigs to be earned, and the rigs, in my opinion, for TR were not used effectively. Kill It now has the active camo, but is there time, Dirk? Is there time to get any points really on the board at this point? No.
It's going to be Rise Nation taking this best-of-5 series, and they're just trying to keep on laying it all over Revenge, letting them know that they are better. Going to be 3-0 for our first series here on the Call of Duty Bravo stream. It looked promising at times. I mean, I think the uplink was definitely one of the better games from the series. The Search and Destroy looked like it could have been neck and neck. The hardpoint was kind of a blowout, but Rise, they're looking very, very nice.
Oh yeah, they absolutely are. And we talked about their hardpoint play was very good. I think that was more of TR just not playing well compared to a Rise Nation who was absolutely dominating. So I think the hardpoint, you know, can kind of be dictated a little bit differently, but in the S&D, the uplink, it seemed that they were completely kind of tilting the side of TR. They knew exactly what they were doing at all times. They used their rigs very effectively, and you can kind of see they were playing their rigs very, very well. You know, they realized, you know, we're down coming into the second side. You know, we make sure we use our rigs correctly, we get the kills, and, you know, as cool and calm and collected as they were able to make it happen, they end up 3-0ing TR. So very much props to the side of Rise Nation. Of course, TR, not exactly how you want to start off a tournament.
No. I think going into any tournament, obviously, the first game is always so important.